Hello, chat. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody who's watching. It's Stitches, and we're back with some more Terraria after a couple days of a break. I'm still working on getting the other VODs up. I really should go through in my free time tonight and potentially tomorrow and put them through so I can pump them out, and they'll be out over the next few weeks. Because I'll probably upload them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then with the Sonic streams, I might put some of those out, but I still gotta finish up Sonic's playthrough so you can continue with the rest of that game. But, yeah, so one thing I wanted to talk about is that Terraria is actually almost at its final update. And, I avoided talking about it mainly because of the fact that, like, up until now, we've been stuck on 1.4.3.6. But this next update is going to bring all of the currently serviced versions of the games up to snuff with one another. It's gonna be like Terraria's first simultaneous update. Oh no, Katie has a headache. I just saw it on Twitter because I'm checking my Twitter before. Oh no. But, so, like, up until now, we've been on this update, but, by the end of next month, we're going to have a new update. And I'm going to say this, I do not think we will be finished with the game by next month. The main thing being is I'm probably going to play this for, like, 1 or 2 more streams before switching back to Sonic for a little bit. Mainly because I kind of want to hold out until that last update. And I know that's kind of like oh, whatever, Hyrax, Rax is in the chat. I know holding out until the next update's kind of going to be sad. But they're going to do a lot of new things with this update I'm really excited for, and I'd really like to show it off on stream without it being a retroactive thing. So, yeah, we should just get into it. I forget what we did last time. I know we had Lucy. How are you today, Rax? I see you're in the chat because I'm doing early stream. Yeah, I'm talking about the Labor of Love update. That's the name of the update, by the way, is the Labor of Love. Doing good. Pretty good. Oh yeah, the corruption is here. That corruption we worked so hard to make. I worked so fucking hard to make that. Exclusively so we could fight the one boss. I'm pretty good today though. Pretty energized, pretty confident. It's in the slacks. They give me confidence. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah. Party girl, you're all the way up there. There's tons of these Skylands. What are we gonna do today? Last time we didn't fight Deerclops last time. Last time I think we fought the Eater of Worlds. And I think that was about it. We also got the Shadow Armor. But if I remember correctly... Yeah, so here's the thing is I wanted to use the Shadow Armor, but I've been debating about this for a little while, and I think ultimately we are going to put the Shadow Armor back in the chest, or we're going to put that in the chest and keep using the Crimson Armor, mainly because the Crimson Armor is like what we spawned into the world. Like not what we spawned into the world with, but like what the world naturally gave us versus the shadow armor, which I had to like edit the world, I guess. Not really edit, but like you get what I mean. Here's what we gotta do. Oh yeah, we went Skyland hunting. And we got Star Fury. It's a pretty good sword. Main problem is that it doesn't work well underground. It works great for fighting bosses though. And if I didn't have Lucy, I probably would be using it a lot more. But yeah, so we're actually gonna put the chains here. Because I have some things to do, but I said... Alright, that's fine. You don't need to feel obligated to be here. That's the last thing I want, is like an obligation from people to be here. Because then... I've had stuff like that before, like with previous YouTube channels that I've had, where people have felt obligated to watch, and then they feel like I'm not their friend anymore because they missed an upload. Or they didn't watch my latest video. And I will admit, there have been times where I've probably been kind of a dick about stuff like that. In the past, like, I've been dicks to my friends. But yeah. Oh, part of the new update is apparently Defender Metal stuff is supposed to go down. Which is part of the reason why I want to wait to do that, is I don't want to force everybody to have to sit through me doing the old one's army over and over and over again. Because it's annoying. The feather in the misc drawer. But today I've decided that we're gonna be going to the dungeon, and before going to the dungeon, I wanted to make a couple of decisions. So, like, for one, I have these spiky balls. And the thing about spiky balls that makes them pretty good is they, like, you throw them and they stay out on the ground for a bit. But yeah, we're going to the dungeon. Main thing with the dungeon, I really generally don't go in there with any potion effects. Actually, wait. Let's check the map real quick. How close is this dungeon to the... Yeah, it'd be faster if I... do this. But I appreciate you popping in while you eat, Rax. You're my only consistent viewer, I think. Aside from that one dude who wants to pop into the stream and ask if I'm gonna play with him, which the answer is always gonna be no, because I just don't play with other people. There's also the fact that it'd be playing with a stranger, which is kind of weird. Did you watch the last VOD, though? I'm just curious if you did. Okay, phew. For a second I thought we weren't recording. Oh yeah, didn't the last time we defeat Skeletron? Or was that a couple of times ago? I want to say that was a couple of times ago. But yeah, so the dungeon's gonna be a very peculiar place. Going into here, you need to know a lot about this place. So the dungeon has a lot of lore implications. I've said this a couple of times before. But the dungeon is a very, very hard place, and we haven't been able to enter it prior to defeating Skeletron. Seriously? I'm like, the one time I want to use spiky balls, they won't work. One of the things here is we have water candles. I know there was a notorious thing, like, back when Terraria was new, there was, like, a thing that said to go to the ocean and hold a water candle, and you would summon King Slime. Which I think turned out to be fake. But it was, like, some heavily spread info. But so one of the things I mentioned is that Skeletron is Cthulhu's skeleton, or at least made of Cthulhu's skeleton. In the theory, there's a theory that goes something along the lines of... Oh, my spiky ball was down here still. There's a theory that basically goes somewhat along the lines of... What the hell is that? The light switch. But the dungeon has its own music. And its own traps. The dungeon has some nasty traps. We're talking pitfall traps. And these are some weird traps, too. Like, I'm not exactly sure how pitfall traps work. There's also tons of new things in here for us to find, specifically by breaking books. There's also spikes. So the dungeon is, it is believed that the dungeon was constructed specifically for Skeletron to remain. It is later confirmed that basically it's constructed by a group of people who want to resurrect Cthulhu. And I didn't know you could pick up the wall skeleton. Just pick up a dead person. But yeah, there's also unique enemies in here. This is part of the reason I wanted to switch back to the Crimson armor, though, is because I want that increased regen rate. Mainly because in here, healing is going to be something we need to do a lot. So healing more by ourselves is going to help a lot. Testing. For those wondering, I think I've said this before, but I'm not playing the game in full screen. I'm playing this in a windowed mode, so that way I can actually see my other stream widgets, such as my audio mixer, the time we've been streaming for, my kilobyte rate, my CPU usage on OBS, and my stream activity. Ah yes, the spike ball. I forget, can we destroy the spike ball or no? No, we can't. Ow. You can't. Was that a dungeon slime? Destroy. Well, we can't break it with this pick. Ooh, a golden key. So this requires a special type of key. This is a special chest. I don't remember what it's called. But remember, you can't actually break chests that have items inside them. You also, I believe, cannot replace chests that spawn in the dungeon. At least maybe you can and they'll still be locked. But these are spikes. Spikes are very, very dumb. So these are a block where if you step on them, you hurt yourself. And if you're wondering how I have the far reach, I've got the extendo. But yeah, Lucy will definitely help a lot, having her in the dungeon. Mainly because there's a lot of icky creatures in the dungeon, a lot of them being skeletal in theme. But I don't think I have ever not taken damage in the dungeon. But yeah, you see, like, right there, we just had, like, half our health taken off right there in that little scuffle. There's going to be enemies spawning a lot. A lot of this is not helped by the fact that there are blue candles everywhere. Which, blue candles, I'm not sure if you've noticed or not. Dungeon heist. Steal a key from the dungeon's denizens and open the chest. So we got the Muramasa, and a somewhat difficult weapon to find sometimes. Muramasa can only be found in the dungeon, and it is the first sword we have encountered that has auto swing. This may or may not be your best weapon, depending on what you want. Depending on what you want when you go to the dungeon, this can be your best weapon, but because we have Lucy, and Lucy's just, you know, the goat, we're not really in need of that, except for, I think, a weapon later will require, that I want to get. It is a material. I forget if it's used in crafting the Knight's Edge or not. I think it is. But another reason is you want to come down here to find her. Thanks, it was just a matter of time before I ended up like the rest of the skeletons down here. Need some sort of structure to run these wires through. I feel extremely uncomfortable in the dungeon, as if creeping eyes are watching me. Perfect, no one is in the way for building infrastructure. I don't like the underground, it reminds me of a traumatic experience. So, the mechanic is interesting. She sells us a lot of things. She sells the mechanical ruler, which I'm not exactly sure what it does, but it says on there that it creates a line. A junction box. The different color wrenches, which place different color wire. The wire used as the ammunition for this. The wire cutter, which removes wire. By the way, these all give plus 20 range. So, like, you can click pretty much anywhere on the screen. Collecting the candles for item farming is interesting. Pressure plates, booster tracks, all sorts of nonsense. Or not really nonsense, but all sorts of mechanical doodads. Doodass. I forget, but I think I said that at one point I was actually considering making this run of Terraria a challenge run where I couldn't start with weapons or anything. But I feel like just a raw Terraria experience is kind of what I want to go for with this. E. But yeah, keys can be gotten from different enemies down here for different chests. I should mention though, I think, is it in here? Well, I just quick stacked dynamite to nearby chests. Oh my god, we got an item I really wanted. Loot all. I was gonna say keys are infinite use, and I remembered it's only like one specific type of key. So the reason why the mechanic is here is kind of not really known, but it is the woman that the clothier has been talking about throwing in the dungeon. While under the mysterious curse of Skeletron, he was apparently forced to throw the clothier into the dungeon. From what I remember, the clothier... I think the clothier and the, I believe it's the clothier and the mechanic don't actually get along because of that. Not because they don't like each other, just because of the trauma there, and they can't, like, reconcile it either. But yeah, it is interesting how there's like light bulbs and stuff down here. But yeah, definitely having a gun of some kind when you come down here helps. I mean, mainly, I recommend having a gun just to fight Skeletron. To even come down here. But I mean, that also depends on how you interpret the order of progression. I know, right? Damn. Damn. Fucking. Oh, man. You haven't seen these falling floor traps? They're like everywhere in the dungeon. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm surprised you've never seen them before. They're like the most common trap I find in the dungeon. And they're like my bane of existence and why I don't actually like to explore the dungeon a lot of the time. Damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. I don't know. They've been around for like a while. I mean, I remember playing the game during quarantine and I knew they were in the game then. But we got the, I should have, you know what? Just before it's too late, we're gonna go back. Because we have stuff. The Blood Crawler banner. Best item. Wording metal detector. What did I have? Oh, the Cobalt Shield. So the Cobalt Shield. Pretty good weapon. Grants any immunity to knockback. And also gives you 1 defense. This is definitely a good one to reforge. Because I see myself using it for a while. So let's talk to you, because you can actually give us crafting advice. So let's see what we can make with the Muramasa. Yeah, so with the... You can make 2 different versions of the Night's Edge. It's based on world. So you have... By combining the Light's Bane or Blood Butcherer with the Muramasa, Blade of Grass, and Fiery Greatsword, you can make the Night's Edge. A 45 melee damage weapon. And yes, it's better than Lucy for now. In terms of like raw damage at least. It does auto swing, it gets that from the Muramasa. It does not. It does lose its chance to poison enemies. But the Blade of Grass in one of my first playthroughs of the game, I actually used the Blade of Grass as my main weapon. Up until getting... I mean, this is prior to Lucy existing. I don't know, maybe they weren't in the game. I don't know, maybe you could have just not encountered them. Sometimes the, like, weird traps just don't go off. But, as for right now, the Muramasa can go away. We're not really going to be using it just because, you know, we already outclass it. And, you know, the slime raid event's happening now. Man, we might run out of room in the misc chests. Oh yeah, we were gonna continue building my, like, epic house. What wood is this? Oh, it's palm wood. It looks the exact same to me. So the cobalt shield I'm actually considering getting rid of. I can go ahead and show you what it goes into. The brass shelf can go here. Blood brawler. Blood crawler banner. The wall skeleton. The dungeon is, like, honestly the most expansive area. It can carry you even into hard mode, like, exploring the dungeon. Oh yeah, by the way, this sells for nearly 2 gold. Being cursed, I was so lonely, I once made a friend out of leather. I named him Wilson. I believe that's a reference to Castaway. I know everything there is to know in the clothering business. Being cursed was lonely. Mama said always said I would make a great tailor. I like the clother as a character. He's pretty chipper, even for being cursed. So he sells familiar items. Which, if we actually look, I believe they come in the same colors as our outfit. I think the way this is supposed to be is this is supposed to be using a vanity slot to get your default appearance. And, you know, personally, we don't show off the hair enough, so I'll buy the wig. You know, looks like Dias is throwing a part. Oh my god, the clother? No. Look at him. He's not supposed to have that hat on. Who is... I forget who Dias is again. So, yeah, once a party girl moves in... he also sells thread, by the way. Once a party girl moves in, there is a chance for parties to be thrown. I'm not exactly studious as to what causes the parties to happen. Oh. Did the clother just, like, cast black magic? He does. He just uses black magic. Look at that. He's a magician. I didn't know that. I don't know. What do you have to say about the party? Never been to a party before? You might want to check around with the others. Sometimes it brings special people sometimes bring out party favors. Lovely morning, wouldn't you say? I don't know. I feel like you sell something different. I cut down a tree on accident. That's like the one thing that sucks about using Lucy as a weapon. And this is kind of a thing I wanted them to do in Lay Real Love, but I know they probably won't. I'm all out of titanium white, so don't even ask. So you sell different stuff. You sell wallpaper. Wallpaper is really interesting because it acts as wall. How much is this stuff again? 1 silver? But yeah, this is actually kind of cool that he came, so I don't really have to use the dynasty wall, and I can actually use walls I want. But, if we go ahead and turn into our... our super wall place mode. He actually sells cool decorations. Not only that, but he sells paint, which allows you to change the color of certain blocks. But yeah, now we can have a cool colored bathroom. Literally, blue is a cool color. Where'd the dynasty wall go? Oh, it's in the bottom of my inventory. I got upset. I thought I sold it. I spent so much money on dynasty wall. You don't even want to know. I don't like it. It doesn't look right. I don't know. We'll replace it eventually. I at least want to get over here. Semi-covered. We'll eventually do wallpaper. I'll probably keep this bottom floor like this, though. Thanks again for freeing me from my curse. This dude just lives here and, like, gives me clothes. But yeah, the slime party, or the party background, it's pretty interesting. I think it's really interesting because it's like, depending on your world, this party is like really big. Also, she doesn't wear a party hat because she has ears on. And I think this is really cool because it's almost like she can't because her like head slot is taken up by the ears. But you sell new things. You sell new equipment. So you sell riding mounts. You have the painted horse mount, the white horse mount, and the dark horse mount. Oh yeah, the cat wears one. But you know what the cat isn't doing is paying fucking taxes. Lizard ears. Do lizards have ears? But, the flamingo. Critter shampoo. Applies dye to minions. All this cat does is party all day long and doesn't pay taxes. Alright, there we go. Sure, I can do a slime. I can do a king slime. Why not? I forget that I have the jet shoes now. You know what? I'll kill the king slime with spiky balls. These are actually proving effective. It's like the third ninja hood we got. I guess you could say we've ended the slime's reign. Do you get it? Because it's like a king reigns over sovereignty. We maxed out on gel. That means I'm not doing my job to make enough torches. Well, of course it stood no chance. Oh, that's an iron skin potion. Take those, though. I don't really care a lot about banners because banners are easily grindable. All you have to do is kill 50 of a single enemy, and especially when it's enemies you see commonly, I don't really care. You got stuck outside of your house. The dog wears the party hat. And you know, the dog isn't paying taxes either. I mean, technically my character isn't paying... No, my character is paying taxes. You know what? I've decided that my taxes is like destroying Cthulhu. There's different body parts that have fallen to the planet. Force the dog to pay taxes. Where's my potions chest? Oh, like right in front of me? Because it doesn't say potions. The cobalt shield is used in a couple of different recipes. Crafting. The cobalt shield is used to make the obsidian shield, which you need to get... You basically need to make an obsidian skull, and it gives you not only the 2 defense, but it grants immunity to fire blocks. And you know, that's pretty cool, but right now it's not super easy for us to get obsidian. Well, I mean, we found lava. I could probably just guide water down to the lava at this point. Because to get obsidian, you basically need to pour water on lava, which it will transform an entire tile of lava into obsidian. But the obsidian skull... I think you need, like, some sort of skull with it to make it. I remember in Don't Starve, I'd, like, eat acorns or some shit. I don't remember. It was like I'd eat... No, it was like birch nuts. They make, like, birch nut trees. Imagine if they made a restock from nearby chests. Let's go see how much would it cost us to get this reforged. The Goblin Tinker and the Mechanic are obviously going to get along, but they're going to get along a lot better than you might expect at first. Mainly because the Goblin Tinker wants to hit. Goblin parties are a lot like human party. Goblin parties are a lot like humans. They both have games like Pin the Tail on the Human, or I don't play that game at my parties. Happiness, place an item to reforge. Where? Tank. Hard. We can do better. Wild, fine. I was hoping we could get a better one. This unfortunately means we are gonna have to make a decision here. And I think that decision might just be the extendo grip. Oh wait, the die trader takes off his... He takes off his turban. I didn't know that. That's pretty neat. It feels so good to stream after what I've been doing this week that I unfortunately really can't elaborate much on stream just because privacy reasons. But it's noticeable that it's pulling me away from the stream, so I can talk about that. Quick stack. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, coins will quick stack to a chest with coins in it. So if a chest has gold coins in it, I will be able to quick stack all of my coins to it. Oh no, we're getting the frame rate, or the bit rate drops, not the frame rates. Okay, good. It looks like it was just a minor divot. Or a bit good. I'm getting sick and tired of that. It hasn't happened too bad in the past couple of days. I feel like maybe while I was out at work, there was a couple of things, like maintenance done. But, you know. Anyways, back to the dungeon we go. Oh yeah, the angler even has a fishing helmet. Or, fishing helmet? What the fuck's a fishing helmet? A party hat? Gotta wear my fishing helmet. Gotta make sure the fish don't get the one-up on me. God, it's fucking corrupting everything. I need to get to hard mode so I can get a certain NPC to move in. So I can get a very certain item. Even though that item kind of sucks. It's good for cleaning the world. But you really need to actually, like, specialize yourself in it using ranger buffs. Party time is over. Oh, Rax, did you watch last stream's, VOD? Because I think I remember last stream when we went to go see Skylands, we actually saw a meteor fall in the background, and I found out that it actually means that a meteor is going to hit the planet. So, we have to actually, like... I need to find where I died. Okay, it's pretty easy. It's down. Yeah, I didn't know you could see them fall to the planet. This is a neat little touch. Isn't there like aliens in this game? I want to say there's like an alien boss fight event. It's in hard mode, and I'll be researching a lot more about hard mode once we get there. I don't exactly know how to get this key. There might be a hard mode thing. There is some hard mode stuff in the dungeon, but ultimately it does just become a pre-hard mode thing. Don't move. I dropped my contact. Dude, you dropped your contact in the dungeon? I know you could see that, but I didn't know you could see the invasion happening. Damn it. It is good not experiencing knockback, though. The mushroom giving you potion sickness for only like a couple of seconds actually makes the mushrooms worth it to carry. Not... Rax, how has your mom been? It's been a couple of days. I know you said she was getting better last time. Ooh. She's fully recovered. That's good. It's really kind of you to help out your mom. It was really kind of you to take care of your mom while she was sick. Ooh, the tally counter! That's really good. We need that for something. Ooh, the shadow key. This is really good. Opens all the obsidian chests and lockboxes, but really quick, we got some goobers. You know, God knows that with how my relationship is with my mom, I wouldn't help her when she was sick, probably. But yeah. Here we got our first example of a magic weapon, I'm pretty sure. This is a staff. But it is worth it for summoners to come here, because you can get a bewitching table. Right-click to have more minions. Now, this is one of the few weapons that, or the few items that has been confirmed by the devs to have been reworked. Basically, this item is for summoners, but there is an equivalent for every different... for every class. Basically, when you use it, it gives you a buff. It gives you a buff that makes it so you deal more of a specific type of damage. Fucking die. Ink Dungeon Dresser. dresser. Did I loot this at all? Okay, I did. Oh yeah, sometimes these things, when they hate you, can prevent you from using your weapon for a little bit. By the way, you can get dungeon shit in here. Also, your dungeon can be different colors. I'm not sure if I brought that up. But yeah, that's why there's different dungeon brick colors. Yeah, like, I don't remember. I think it might be determined based on where it is. The dungeon bathtub. Yes. For Skeletron to take his baths in and then call you kneeling over like a teenage girl. Get away! All these stupid skeletons. These stupid sklingtons. My fucking way. I'm personally not a big fan of the magic weapons in this game. Just because I feel like the magic class has a lot of problems for me, just like mechanically. I mean, in this class, in this game, I mainly prefer Ranger. I prefer mainly to play as Ranger or melee classes. And I think summoners are just fine to play as. Like, they're definitely not really up there for me. Fucking hell. Stupid traps. Oh, there's also a bunch of a bunch of cool paintings you can steal from the dungeon. So, anyway, lore of the dungeon. Basically, a cult of Cthulhu is helping to try to resurrect Cthulhu, and that's why they wanted to keep Skeletron alive. But you kill Skeletron. You know what'd be evil? What if I gave either the clother or the mechanic a pink dungeon-themed house? And I'm like, this is where you live. I think you can do that, and they'll genuinely be like, this is a great place all to myself. Really great to be out of that fucking dungeon. And then it's dungeon themed. It's like, well, hate to break it to you. It's dungeon themed. And they're like, nope, it's perfectly fine. That one sadistic Terraria player who wanted to actually see the character cry. I don't think there is a single time you can see a Terraria character cry. That guy had a skill issue. Like, chill it, dude. You can't use any weapons after coming into contact with these fuckers. It's difficult. Also, these aren't skeletons, by the way. They're technically called, like, angry bones. Angry Bones, to me, sounds like some trading card. Like a really old, like, 90s trading card. Like a Yu-Gi-Oh card or something. It's really fun to just use a weapon like, for example, Lucy, and just, like, cleave through an entire crowd of enemies. That guy was just like, fucking end me, please. Don't you know that's Clother Sr.? That's what happened to him. I don't even know, like, the lore implication as to why the Clother was held captive. This, I don't really... Damn it. Fucking smart skeletons. You're smart enough to open a door, but not smart enough to jump. God damn. Oh yeah, be careful about these things. I can't read what it's called. They roll through. So, you might be wondering why I keep breaking the books if books really aren't useful. Well, there is actually one reason, which is when defeating... I'm trying to read what that thing is called. Is that a chicken statue? Oh, I don't think I explained what the bewitching table does. It increases the maximum number of minions you can have, and there's a traveling merchant, because of course there is right now. Always when I'm dungeon exploring is when cool shit decides to happen. Everybody had a party because they actually knew I was gonna leave. The only reason they partied, they didn't want me there. It's like the equivalent of knowing your friends have a group chat that's just everybody in the friend group except you. You know, there's some people that just make you hate. I unironically want to hear Ben Shapiro play Among Us. There's other equivalents of the bewitching table. One's called the ammo box, which I think just reduces ammo usage. There's a sharpening table, which sharpens all your tools, which just increases the amount of melee damage you do. And then there's one that makes it so you, like, use less mana from magic. It just reduces something for each class, for, like, reduces ammo usage, reduces mana, reduces the amount of thinking you have to do before you summon all of the summons you want to use, and then reduces the amount of swings you need to kill an enemy. You need to use to kill thing. Eventually I'll evacuate you out of here. I don't know when. She is gonna end up moving into my house too, I'm willing to bet. She'll move into my room with my dresser. She'll move into my bedroom, and that's gonna be awkward. Having a chick in the bedroom. Not just a chick, having the mechanic in my bedroom. Am I even heading the right way? No, I'm exiting the dungeon. There was a part of the dungeon I didn't explore. Or did we explore it all? Sometimes the dungeon is actually rather small. I guess there's right here. I will say the music here goes really hard. And it reminds me of a song from a different game. There's a song in Inscription called Scribe of the Dead, which plays when you fight a certain boss in Inscription. And it reminds me a lot of the dungeon for some reason. I think just because, like, there's like a sound motif I associate with bones, and both songs happen to use it, which is like a clinking sound. Ah, here it comes. The thing that's too fast for my name, for me to read its name. Shit, I'm letting it get ahead of me. My god, there's so much shit happening. That's kind of the thing with the dungeon, is it's kind of really just like a, see how far can you go? It's like a roguelike thing. Almost. It's not never ending though. Don't get that mistake. The dungeon will eventually end. I got the Dark Caster banner. The fact there is a banner for that is insane. I mean, there's a banner, I think, for every enemy in the game. I believe even voodoo demons have their own. I mainly use the banners for decoration versus their, like, actual buff. I don't think I've ever made, like, a base where I put banners in specifically for the buff. Actually, no, I think that's a lie, because I think I put ones in for all the, like, raid event enemies, like... And I've heard that the ones for the old one's army are pretty useful, if I remember right, assuming they even have ones. Damn it. Get away from me. It's biting me. Can we actually break this? Oh, you can crack it out using your pick. There's another bewitching table. Oh yeah, the bewitching table admits light. We didn't even get to see that guy before he left. How many times is that gonna happen in this series? Just me? This isn't even a Let's Play, and I'm like having Let's Play curse where I'm getting bad luck from commentating. Oh, flares are also a really good thing to have in this dungeon, by the way. I mean, I know one thing we could do, but I would need a bunch of potions to do it. Which is specifically, there is an event you can do in the dungeon. Oh, because, so you can shoot flares down a pathway to sea. I mean, albeit you could also use glow sticks, which I do have on my person, but the thing is my glow sticks are in my inventory. And I don't have a macro for them. And I don't even know if this game has macros. I think someone like recommended they added item macros for other things other than heal and buff, and they said like heal and buff only get macros. Fucking water candles. Look at this shit. This is why you need to get rid of the water candles. Shit like this makes me want to put my hand into a miter saw. The dungeon is also one of these areas where, like, sitting and waiting can help, but it's really not super duper useful. God, you're all gonna... Like, it's better to move in the dungeon than it is to stand still. Is what I'm trying to say. I've also found that ranger classes can do better in the dungeon than some other classes. Gotta use my super math brain to do this. Only took me like 8 tries. But so there is a weapon you can get that's really good in this dungeon. This is one of them, but not the one I was particularly referring to. Oh my god, we're buying another water candle. I got the water candle. Give me that. Oh wait, what am I doing? I have like a bunch of these spiky balls, and I'm just like not using them. They are slightly better than grenades, just in this area, because while grenades will blow up when they hit an enemy and deal, I think, more damage, these will hit damage like multiple groups of enemies. Ah. There he is. There he is. I'm honestly used to the Lucy sound by this point. Fucking hit a dispenser. She does sound like a cat. Lucy is not only is Lucy an axe, but she doubles as a cat girl. I'm just saying, it sounds like a win to me. Ooh! No way! No way! Dude, this is an insane weapon. This is the Blue Moon. This is a mace flail. This is a flail type melee weapon that's really, really strong. Good boy. Restock. Ah, my fingers went numb. Sometimes this happens where, like, I'll game for so long, my fingers fall asleep. I don't know how I managed to let it happen. We got this? Interesting. Well, it is imperative that guy fucks off, but it is imperative that we have this. God, there's two of the things. I remember in the Pokemon anime, there was a character in the Gen 3 Pokemon anime. His name was Max, and he was May's little brother. And Max did this thing where, because May was Norman's daughter in the anime, and not like Professor Birch's daughter. Which honestly, I don't know. I feel like there's like a lot of interpretations of what May would have, or what the anime would have been like if both Brendan and May were in it. Especially considering because they both show up in the game. I don't know. I feel like it would have been interesting if maybe instead of May, or like instead of Brock in the Gen 3 Pokemon anime, if they put in... My god, they just keep coming. Don't you guys know it's the strat? Just throw down so many spiky balls that they start taking so much damage they can't. I have actually occasionally had dungeons that go out. Alright. Rax, I don't know if you're still here. The stream's not going to be super long today. This is not going to be a 4-hour stream. This is still going to be like our more average 2-hour stream today. So if that's what you're worried about, I'll tell you it's not. It's definitely not going to be that long. Yeah, like the stream is gonna be over in about 40 minutes. And that's just because I have shit to do tomorrow and I can't stay up till midnight tonight. That's like a part of the reason why I can't really be doing a lot of 4-hour streams for a while. And for a while we're probably gonna be talking about like months. Just because of that. I thought about doing like early streams. Like we're talking like so early that it might technically classify as late stream. Because I mean like I've considered streaming at like 2 in the morning. Dude, I love this weapon. It's so cool. Cursed. You know, it took me a while, like a ridiculously long time to realize that the arms dealer was like black. I always thought he had like a gray color to his skin. Which is why for a long time I made myself look like a dumbass, because I'd be like, I find it kind of weird how there's no black people in Terraria, and then there's like 3 NPCs who are black, albeit like 2 of them weren't in the game yet. Oh, that was just a pink dungeon handle. Ooh, we're so close to death. Please. Oh my god. It was scary. Later, so like mainly when I focus on playing Terraria, I usually like to play a... I used to play a mixed... I used to call them a mixed paladin because it was basically like I used to play a ranger mixed with a paladin type character that used both magic weapons and physical weapons. My god, do you guys seriously not know how to fuck off? Yeah. That's like the nicest looking gravestone I've ever seen in this game. Your gravestone will get, like, you will get a better gravestone, I believe, the more money you have upon death, up until a certain threshold. But yeah, like, if I place the bewitching table, like, let's just place it over here in front of this person. It will give you the bewitched buff for 10 minutes. As of the next update, the Labor of Love update, they have said that they are reworking it in that... How much does the meatball sell for? They said that they are reworking it so the bewitching table, the ammo box, the sharpening station, and the like magic orb or whatever it's called last until you die, which I really like that concept of like it's a permanent upgrade until you die, because I want to say Link's Awakening has a similar concept, like Legend of Zelda. Link's Awakening does a very similar thing. Okay. Alright, I have to go. I hope you have a good rest of the stream. Alright, thanks for joining the stream as much as you could. Be sure to watch the last 20 minutes in the VOD when you get a chance. Open one locked gold chest. They did say you were going to get the ability to lock a gold chest. And I heard that they're also eventually going to add locked keys, but I'm not sure how true that is. Or craftable keys. But because keys are farmable, I'm not sure how true that really is. Tally counter. Does that mean we have what we need to make what I want? No, we're still missing something. The life form analyzer. I gotta look up how to get that. My mouth tastes weird. It's probably a weird observation, but it's like really true. My mouth right now tastes fucking awful. It says we still have a viewer in the stream. I don't know if Rax is lurking or not. Oh, hooray. I got a happy 3 years on Reddit. Clown music. Activate. Alright. Sorry about that. I had to log into my work account and see when I was scheduled for work. And then, what else was I gonna look up? Oh, yeah. Life form analyzer Terraria. So the lifeform analyzer is a thing where we have to purchase it from the traveling merchant. Here, let me check. Because there are a lot of people in my chat, but then they're like people I have never seen ever view the stream. about that. The thing is so like if I click a certain window that's like on my screen on my desktop right now, here's basically like a play-by-play of what's happening. I click the window. All right, and not only does it go above the game window, it goes above my audio mixer window. And I need to see my audio mixer to see if I'm peaking my mic or not. But the main issue here is not the fact that I'm like... The main issue is space. Let's take a break from dungeoning. I'm gonna place these nice dungeon objects in my house, though. It's pretty sick. Pretty lit, as one would say. I'm not sure how the clother would feel about living in a house with somebody who has dungeon shit. Not the bathtub. The vases look good. We'll place like one vase here, and then we'll place the other one. How many tiles is that? 2 tile space from the door. If I remember right, I just want to test if this is true. You can lay in a bed. Damn, the clother's kind of strong, though. Yeah, we can't actually sleep at all during this. I was going to use this as an opportunity. Just because I really don't want to deal with this right now, I guess we can go underneath the ground. So, like, it's really interesting when you look at these, like, moon events, because there's a lot of things where it's like, oh, it's the pumpkin moon, the blood moon, it's the blood moon, the pumpkin moon, the frost moon, all this. Like, it's really interesting to see all that. Mainly the chat. Dude, I just smashed my face. I wonder how this would do against the Eater of Worlds just going, woo! I thought that worm might have been a pressure plate. Oops, I stomped on a worm and thought it was a pressure plate. Let's see. Just check. So I did look this up, and apparently, this is a real thing with the jungle, but I didn't know about this. So the jungle can actually get corrupted. But prior to, like, this update and prior... So, like, every update of Terraria has had it so that the jungle... Or maybe not every update. But, like, every so often... And yes, we haven't really destroyed the meteorite yet. I will point out that meteorite is a thing that you can see on the map. Like, you can, if you put your thing over it. Miles the Angler. And yes, I'm legit hiding down here just because I don't want to deal with the blood moon right now. Imagine if a meteorite just came down, just caved in the fucking dungeon. Let's see, what all do I have in my... Oops, I screenshot the game. Real entertaining screenshot of me just hanging out in the fucking dungeon. Oh, I managed to get another shark tooth necklace. That's pretty neat. The arcane shackle. I remember back when I had my... I can't really stall out here forever because otherwise we're gonna waste the entire stream, so reluctantly I'll come up here, mainly because what are you used in? Counter curse mantra. Okay. It's used in a... thing. But yeah, I find that mana charges really fast. Mana can be really good for you if, like, maybe you like the concept of a ranger class, but you find that maybe it's not working for you because of, like, ammo cost or something. Of course embroidery is hard. If it wasn't hard, no one would do it. That's what makes it great. Not a popular man, but I know what tranquility is. I don't know. What wallpapers do you have? The copper pipe wallpaper. The ducky wallpaper. Fancy gray wallpaper. My nose bleeding? No, it's just runny. Starlit Heaven. Sparkle Stone. What's this? You can take that. And also that. And these. And these. And this. And this. This one I'm keeping. Yeah, you can use this to check the time. You can use clocks to do that. Oh. I forgot I had the bug net in my hotbar. I think I had that just so I... Like, I think I was trying to catch gold grasshopper or something. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's extend it out just a bit. Get more phone notifications. I forgot that I can actually just keep my phone in front of me while I'm streaming because I have desk space now, considering I actually started using the keyboard tray I have. I have one of those desks where it's like it's got a slide out keyboard tray. I don't actually know if you can craft wallpaper. I just know you can buy wallpaper. Yeah, I feel like we could do this for the entirety of that. Nah, black's kind of an overpowering wallpaper. Could do some rainbow or some sparkle stone or some music wallpapers. Put the ducky wallpaper. Or this purple, is it fan or rain? Purple rain wallpaper. So the paintbrush lets you color blocks, the paint roller lets you color walls, and the paint scraper can be used to remove paint and pick up moss, I guess. One of the dumbest internet things that I hate is the idea that, like, of people saying ah instead of ass. Like, it actually infuriates me. Yeah, I feel like I can work with that purple rain. Ugh, but it's doing this. I hate when walls do this. I mean, it's like I should be over here doing this. Luckily, I don't consider wallpaper too expensive. I want to say it used to be too, like, pretty expensive. One, two, three, four. Ooh, we're reaching that 2-hour limit soon. Or not limit, but that 2-hour mark. Shop. Look pretty good, if I say so myself. Fact that I still need to come out here. Can't reach it from there? Yeah, the Dynasty wallpaper I found doesn't really seem to work well on this type of bag. So I feel like what does this look like? Not really. Ducky wallpaper. Ducky wallpaper is pretty good. What about fancy gray wallpaper? That would be good for this room. What does a rainbow color wallpaper look like? Okay, idea. We use rainbow color wallpaper here, and we use fancy gray wallpaper up there. Oh, that's way too much. I definitely don't need that much. Not all at once like that now. There, 84 of this should be good. That's gonna irritate some people, the fact that that's like that. It depends. What happens if I replace the... No. Not what I wanted. It'd look fine if that were blue dynasty wall, but it is in fact not blue dynasty wall, it is white dynasty wall. Come over to Misk. Yes. Just the smallest pinch of blue dynasty wall. Yeah, it looks good that way. I just need to find out if I actually have any more of it. I don't really think I do, but I have an idea. Which is, what if I were to do a sort of buffer strip? Yeah, that looks pretty decent. It'll look a lot better once we get... those placed in. Ooh, yeah, I really like how that color evens out behind the vase. Yeah, that's really good. Now all that's left is for us to do the ceiling, which I think I said I would do fancy gray wall for fancy gray wallpaper. Why don't I like the forest? Because it's boring. Green, brown, that's it. I think it's kind of funny how he talks about the forest and how shitty the color scheme is. But then he proceeds to want to live in the jungle, which, I mean, yeah, there's more color variation. It's basically just the same thing, but with better color. Oh yeah, that fills out a lot better than that dynasty wall. Because the thing is the top layer of dynasty wall is going to have, like, whatever filler. Phew. Just... gotta break through all these walls I placed. You know, I thought they would look a lot better than they do. But then the painter moved in and I realized that he was actually pretty goated. If I remember right, I think you can also paint certain wallpapers, so if you want to paint them a different color. He also sells actual paintings, too. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be, like, lore-wise implied that he paints them himself. I like to buy them in groups of 20. Boom. There it is, the whole house complete for the most part. We just have some minor decorative things to take care of. Nice mix of colors in here. Alright, MTV Mad. Twitch TV Mad Groups. Alright, I think with that we'll finish off the stream tonight. Let's just get everything organized. Shadow chests, this is kind of important, and we'll keep it on our person for later. No, do not shift click it. I meant to alt click it so it's favorited. But yeah, it was really nice to stream and get some steam off. Also, apparently, most of the items in the next update are going to stack to like 9,000. And I heard this was a big problem people had with ammo. Only being able to stack up to like... It's like people had a problem with ammo where ammo would only stack up to a certain number. Because of the fact that it was basically like I should be able to hold 1,000 of the ammo socket of each ammo. So like 90% of the time you had people who had like only 4,000. But like, or because you can only hold 1,000 of each ammo per stack. But now since it's going to be going up to pretty much at 10,000, of course -1. Oh, I haven't had rope in my inventory. Equipables. Go ahead and put the tally counters in here. Put you in the magic since you're like our first real magic. Put you in equipables. Actually, put you in vanity since I like the way the shackles look on the character. Put the extendo grip in there though. You put the meatball in the weapons chest. Sort the items. Superior sand gun. This is a good idea. Probably in the desert. Sighted the Undertaker. Superior the Undertaker. Oh yeah, we have you, which can go. Inequipables. Put one of you in Misk and take the other one back to the house. I'll put you in Misk. Put you in Misk. A goblin army? No, there's no way. Hello, Ark Survivor. Welcome to the stream and chat. It's nice to see a chat member. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. The stream's almost over, but I recommend you tune in for the next one. The VOD for this will go up, of course. There's also the previous VODs. I think I still have all the VODs on there. There might be a couple of them that aren't on there yet. This is the first time I've really put effort into like a base, aside from this one base I had that was like a castle theme. Ooh, and it produces light, so that's pretty good. When will I stream next? I don't know. But you know, it's definitely, we're not just gonna exit out of there before that goblin attack happens. Thanks. The base is pretty much done. I just gotta put in the lighting. But, yeah. So, sorry to burst your bubble, but that's it for today's stream. I'd like to thank everybody in chat for tuning in. Also, Ark Survivor, thank you for the follow. You make, I believe, my 9th Twitch follower, which means I'm almost at 10, and I might do something special. For the 10th follower, it's not a guarantee, though. Thank you, everybody, for joining the stream, both Twitch, or thank you for joining the stream, thank you for watching, both Twitch viewers and YouTube viewers. Yeah. Everybody, I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you guys on the next stream.